A dense jungle trail at dawn, where Dr. Mara's team is investigating reports of unusual velociraptor activity. Broken symbols and claw marks on the trees suggest a warning from the rebel faction. Emily, these symbols, they're different from the others, more chaotic, almost defiant. James, it's like they're rejecting the unity we've seen before. Emily, or challenging it. This feels like a message for both sides, humans and their own kind. Dr. Mara.
The question isn't whether they'll succeed. It's whether we can coexist with them when they do. A new civilization is rising, and we must decide, do we stand in their way or find a way to stand beside them?
A research outpost on the edge of Velociraptor territory. Rebel Velociraptors appear at the perimeter, standing motionless, their eyes locked on the humans inside. James, why are they just standing there? Emily, it's unnerving. They're not attacking, not retreating, just watching. Dr. Mara.
It's psychological. They're testing our nerves, asserting dominance without lifting a claw. Fear is a powerful weapon. These velociraptors have mastered it, turning silence into strategy.
A dense forest clearing where the team sets up recording equipment to capture velociraptor sounds. A rebel velociraptor steps forward, emitting vocalizations that mimic human anger and distress. Emily, it's the speaking, or trying to. James, that's not mimicry anymore. It's intent, projecting emotion. Dr. Mara.
They're using our own tools against us, amplifying confusion and fear. Communication defines power. They're learning to wield it in ways we can't predict or control.
A secluded valley filled with jagged rocks and glowing symbols unlike any seen before. The symbols are chaotic, mismatched, and deliberately unsettling. James, these aren't just borders, they're warnings. Emily, but against who? Humans or the others? Dr. Mara.
It's rebellion manifest. They're carving out their identity, one that thrives on division. Territory isn't just land. It's a statement of existence, and they're claiming it with defiance.
A narrow canyon where the team's vehicle is surrounded by rebel velociraptors. The velociraptors block exits, moving in a coordinated yet non-violent pattern. Emily, they're not attacking, but they're not letting us leave either. James, it's like a game of chess. They're forcing us to make the first move. Dr. Mara.
And they know every move we might make. This is a test, and we're losing. Control isn't about force. It's about creating choices that all lead to your desired outcome.
A hidden observation point overlooking a gathering of rebel velociraptors. Visuals. The rebels are seen clashing with their peaceful counterparts, vocalizing in aggressive tones. Emily, they're not just rebelling against us. They're fighting their own. James, civil war? It's evolution in real time. Survival of the ideology. Dr. Mara.
Peace is fragile, and these rebels thrive on shattering it. Every species evolves, but not all evolve together. Division is the price of progress.
A research station where the team is lured into investigating a false lead. The velociraptors use symbols to misdirect the team, leading them into a dead end surrounded by rebel velociraptors. Emily, they played us. This was a setup from the start. James, they're learning faster than we can adapt. Dr. Mara.
This isn't instinct. It's strategy, complex and deliberate. Dr. Mara, voiceover. Adaptation isn't just about survival. It's about outthinking, outmaneuvering, and outlasting your opponent. A
rocky plateau where a single rebel velociraptor stands above the others, vocalizing commands. The other rebels respond in unison, displaying a clear hierarchy. Emily. They have a leader. This isn't chaos, it's structured rebellion. James. And it's working. They're more organized than ever, Dr. Mara.
We're not just facing a faction, we're facing a movement. Leaders don't just command, they inspire. And this one is uniting rebellion into revolution.
A makeshift human camp where symbols are delivered by rebel velociraptors. The symbols depict warnings, with subtle threats intertwined with territorial demands. Emily, this is a challenge. They're daring us to respond, James, or a warning to stay out of their way, Dr. Mara.
Either way, they're dictating the terms, and we're left reacting. The moment we react on their terms, we lose control. The key is understanding before we act.
A global summit where Dr. Mara presents her findings. Tense faces watch as footage of the rebel velociraptors is displayed. James, if we don't act, they'll divide us too. Emily, but if we act, we might escalate things beyond control. Dr. Mara.
This isn't just about them, it's about us and what we choose to become in response. The line between survival and coexistence is razor thin, and the next move will define our future.